Is the screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Sir, but your voice is low.
Okay, let me check the mic settings.
Sir, we can even see you.
Yeah. Okay. Mic is properly working. I think. Let me touch it here. Okay. So let me turn off the fan so that your voice. Okay. I think
Yes,
let's
sir, it's
start.
better now.
Okay, beta. So in the previous class, we have studied about the scalar and vector quantities. Okay, now it's you were saying that we should study the laws of motions. Okay, so after completing two topics, that is velocity, speed, average velocity. Okay, and then we shall be going to start the new topic. Okay, so actually next our next topic is uniform speed and uniform motion. We have studied this one, I think, previously also. Let me check. Uniform motion. Okay, here is a question. Okay, this is not a question, actually this is a revision work. Okay, so tell me, dear students, this is the graph. This graph is representing the rest. Okay, the object is representing the rest. So this one is actually the distance time graph. Okay, a distance time graph. Distance time graph means okay, distance time graph. What does the word distance time graph mean? So distance time graph means here whatever the distance is, it is fixed here. Okay, so that's why we'll say that it is a distance time graph. Okay, the next one is the position time graph. The position time graph means that this is also a distance time graph. Okay, this is also a distance time graph. And if we are moving forward, means if we are moving with a speed, if the speed is increasing with time, so the distance will be increasing with non-uniform rate. You will find that here in 2 seconds, we cover a distance of 10 meter. Let's suppose this one scale is 10 meter. Okay, let me explain you this one. Okay, so if this is the distance, just okay, wait a minute, beta, an important call is coming. Okay, let's okay, if this is a distance time graph, okay, just look at this one. Okay, this one is the distance time graph, and we consider this one column is indicating 10 meter, and this one is indicating 20 meter, this one is indicating 30 meter, this one is indicating 40 meter. Okay, so you will find that, dear student, you will find that for every, this one is 2 seconds, for 2 the car or whatever the object is, it is traveling only 10 meter. Okay, it is traveling only 10 meter, but in the next 1 second, in the next 2 seconds, or you can say that in the next 2 seconds, the car is traveling more than 10 meters. So if it is 10 meter, it should be here, but actually it is here. Okay, so this is a graph which is representing that the car speed is increasing with time. Okay, are you getting my point, what I am saying? Hello, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move further, and here it is, this one is here. Okay, let's take another 2 seconds. So if we take another 2 seconds here, the distance traveled by the car in next 2 seconds is approximately doubled. Means you can see that this one is doubled of this one. In the first 2 seconds, it travel only 10 meter. Means here a one column. Okay, one column distance. In the next 2 seconds, from here to here, the car travel more than one columns, and in the next 2 seconds it is traveling with. So hence, if you find the graph such like that, the speed is increasing like this curve, then we will find that this in this graph, in such graphs, the speed is increasing with time. Okay, got it? Got it?
Yes,
And
sir.
then next one is, if you see that if you find a straight line, it is not necessary that if you are keeping in mind that if you think that the speed should be increasing with time, but it is not starting from zero, means the object is not from rest. We can say that the position of the object is starting from the 10 meter. Okay, we are assuming that is 10 meter. So we'll consider this. If it is a straight line, it means the object is moving with a constant speed. This one is constant speed time graph. And this one is, if the object is moving, we can say that if the object is moving, you will find that the object, it is a curved graph with such like that. You will find that after some time the curve will like this, will be like this. Okay, means the object will station, means here the speed is decreasing with time. If the curve is like this, the speed is increasing. If the curve is like this, the speed is decreasing. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? No? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, beta. So here we have to find out, means there are some conversion units. So actually, when we are solving a numerical regarding to the any motion or any in the physics, okay, so we have to convert this. Sometimes we have to convert the speed into kilometer per hour and kilometer per hour into speed. So whenever, if we are converting the speed, means if we are converting the speed, our speed is given in kilometer per hour, and we have to convert it into meter per second. Okay, meter per second. So what we have to do, actually, kilometer per hour, what does it means? Means if we have to convert it into second, so what means? It means 1,000 meter. 1 kilometer we can write it 1,000 meter. And okay, and this one is hour means if you have to convert it into seconds, so we have to 1 hour is equals to how many seconds? That is 60 into 60 minutes, and 60 minutes have 60 seconds. So we have to convert it, we have to multiply it by 3600. 60 into 60, you will get 3600. Okay, so you will find that this is 3600, and when you cut it, you will get here beta, this is the meter per seconds. Means if you cut it simply, you will get 5 by 18. Means if you cut it, you will cut this 10 up with 36, and you cut it by 2, you will get 5 by 18. So when we are having a speed in kilometer per hour, and we want it to convert it into meter per second, so we have to simply multiply it this by 5 by 18. Means if we multiply kilometer per hour with 5 by 18, you will find the speed in kilometer per hour, sorry, meter per second. So calculate the speed. If it is in meter per second, if the kilometer per hour speed is 4, if a car travel 40 kilometer in 5 hours. So first of all, you need to convert this into kilometer per hour. 40 kilometer in 5 hours, then the speed will be, what will be the speed in kilometer per hour? If a car is traveling 40 kilometers in 5 hours, then what will be its speed in kilometer per hour? Tell me beta, calculate it. Where is? Calculate it. Veer, calculate it. what will be the speed? You have to simply divide it. Speed is equals to 40 kilometer per hour. So you have to write here, speed is equals to distance upon time. Speed is equals to distance upon time. Okay, so distance is 40 and time is 5 hours. 40 kilometer and time is 5 hours. So you can divide it, you will get here 8 kilometer per hour. Okay, if the speed is 8 kilometer per hour, then find its speed in meter per second. Calculate कीजिए, calculate it. Got it? Veer, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
So why are you not calculating?
So I'm getting confused.
You are getting confused.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Simply, beta, listen to me. There is according to our measurements, some where we measure the speed in kilometer per hour, somewhere we measure the speed in meter per second. Okay, there are the different units that we are going to measure the speed in different units. Okay, so just listen to me. Okay, yes, I'm saying, if I'm saying beta, if the speed is given in kilometer per hour, okay, then if you have to convert it into meter per second, so by what factor you have to multiply this number so that it will become into meter per second. So just imagine, this is kilometer per hour. The kilo, you have to remove kilo and you have to remove the hours into second. You have to convert hour into seconds. Okay, if I have to convert kilometer into meter, then what we have to multiply this one into kilo means 1000. Okay, but the kilometer means 1000 meter. If I'm saying 5 kilometer, this means 5000 meter. If I'm saying 2 kilometer, it means 2000 meter. Okay, got it? And if I'm saying 1 hour, and if I have to convert it into seconds, so 1 hour means 3600 seconds. 2 hours means 2 into 3600 seconds. 5 hours means 5 into 3600 seconds. Okay, so means whatever the number will be here, we have to write here 3600 seconds. Okay, now this has been converted into meter per second. This has been converted into seconds. Meter per second mein convert ho chuka hai. Means this has been converted into meter per second. So you have to convert this one, you have to divide this one. The 20 will cancel out. You will get 10 upon 36, and this is in meter upon second. So if you have to convert into meter per second in kilometer per hour into meter per second, if you simplify this one with, if you divide it by 2 furthermore, then you will get here 5 by 18. So if you have the speed in kilometer per hour and you have to convert it into meter per second, simply you have to multiply this number by 5 by 18. For example, if it is being given to you 5 kilometer per hour means you have to divide it by now. Okay, 5 kilometer per hour. If the speed is given, like in the previous example, it has been given 8 kilometer per hour speed is being given to you. 8 kilometer per hour speed is being given to you in your question. Okay, so you have to convert it into meter per second. You have to convert that one into meter per second. So there were several times that the speed will be given to you in kilometer per hour and you have to convert it into meter per second. Okay, so it is simple that if you have been given that the speed is given into kilometer per hour and you have to convert that speed into meter per second, what do you have to do? You have to convert the 8 kilometer into meters. So you have to convert this 8 kilometer into meter. So what you will do? You have to convert the 8 kilometer into meters by multiplying it with 1000, and you have to convert this hour into seconds, because you have to convert your speed into meter per second. So this hour you will be converted into seconds by writing here 3600. Per hour means kilometer divided by hour. This means, okay, now simply you have to divide this 1000 upon 3600's value is 5 by 18. If you simplify this one, you will find this is 5 by 18. So means whatever the number whatever the speed is given in kilometer per hour, you have to simply multiply it by 5 by 18 to get it into meter per second, to convert it into meter per second. Okay, so if the speed is given 8 kilometer per hour and you have to convert it into meter per second, simply you have to multiply it by 5 by 18, and you will get the speed, whatever the numbers comes, you will get the speed into meter per second. Okay, so this will be 9 and this will be 4 and this will be 20, sorry, 4 5 the 20 upon 9, okay, meter per second. Or you can divide it furthermore, you will get 1.1, sorry, 1 point something will be the answer, sorry, 2 point something will be the answer. Okay, so I hope you understood. Yeah, this time again I have to explain you. Do you understood, Veer and Hamna?
Yes, sir.
Clearly? Okay. Okay. So this was our question. This was our question. Let me check it. What will be the speed of the body in meter per second? If it is being in meter per second, if the question is asked that what will be the speed in meter per second and in kilometer per hour. It has been in kilometer per hour also and in meter per second both, if the car is traveling 40 kilometers in 5 hours. So if a distance is traveled by the object is 40 kilometers in 5 hours, so what will be its speed in kilometer per hour? It means that speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance upon time. So here you will write here 40 is the kilometers, the distance, and the time is the 5 hours. So speed will be kilometer per hour. Means the speed will be in kilometer per hour. Okay, but if you write here, you will get the speed as a kilometer 8 kilometer per hour, and then your student, if you have to convert this 8 kilometer per hour into meter per second, then you have to simply multiply the 8 kilometer per hour, means 8 into 5 by 18, 8 into 5 by 18, 8 into 5 by 18, and whatever the answer comes, you will get here the speed will be in meter per seconds. Okay, so if you cut it again, I'm going to tell you that is 4, that is 20 by 9 is equals to when you divide it 20 by 9, okay, you will get here 2s are 18, then 2, then point, then 0 to 2.22, 2.23 meter per second. I hope you understood. Hope you understood, both of you. Hamna,
Yes, sir.
do you understood?
No, sir.
No, you don't understood. Okay, let me explain you again. Okay, let me explain you again. Okay. If suppose a car is traveling, if suppose a car is traveling with a speed of 60 kilometer per hour, okay, 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, I'm going to change my question. This is 300 kilometer distance, 300 kilometer distance, and a car covers this distance in 2 hours. Means the distance is, there is a distance between A position to B position, and the distance between these two positions is 300 kilometer, and the car covered this distance in 2 hours. The time taken by the car is, the distance traveled by the car is 300 kilometer, and it took 2 hours to cover the distance. So time is 2 hours. Time is 2 hours. Okay, what will be its speed? What will be its speed? Tell me. What would be its speed? Don't you know the speed? Speed is equals to distance speed is equals to distance upon time. Distance upon time. Okay. So if the speed is the distance, what is the distance? Veer, what is the distance covered by the car? Veer, tell me what is the distance covered by the car? Veer, are you there in the class? Yes, he is. Hamna, okay, beta. What is the distance covered by the car?
300 kilometers.
Okay, 300 kilometers. And the time?
2 hours.
2 hours. So what will be the speed? What would be the speed? 150 kilometer per hour. Divide it, you will get the speed 150 kilometer per hour. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if the speed is 150 kilometer per hour and you have to convert this speed into meter per second, I want my answer in meter per second instead of kilometer per hour. So what will you do? You have to convert 150 kilometer into meter. So what is the total? 150 kilometer in meter will be equivalent to how many meters? Tell me. 150 into 1000, because 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. So 150 kilometer will be 150 into 1000 meter. Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
And what is, if I'm saying here, you have to convert it into, this is the speed is in kilometer per hour. So if you have to convert hour into seconds, so if you have only 1 hour, distance is 1 hour, so this will be equivalent to 3600 seconds or not? 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. Okay, क्यों होते हैं? Why? How can you say that 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds? Because in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. Okay, and there are 60 such minutes. There are 60 such minutes. So you have to multiply here also to get the total number of seconds. So simple, it is simple and easy that you have to divide, you have to convert this hour into seconds. So when you convert this hour into seconds, you will get here 3600 seconds. Now the speed, now the distance, yani kilometer has been converted into meter, and the time has been, yani time in hours has been converted into seconds. Now the value of 1000 by 3600 is 5 by 18. Means if you simplify this one, you will get 150 into 5 by 18. Means if you solve this 2 and you cut it, you will get 5 by 18. So means simply if the speed is given in kilometer per hour, you have to simply write here 150 and you have to multiply it by 5 by 18. Okay, so this will be, if you cut it, you will get here, if you cut it by 3, you will get here 6, and you will get here 5 and 0. And if you cut it furthermore with 2, we will get here 3, this will be 25. The speed will be 25 into 5 divided by 3. This will be 125 upon 3 meter per second. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Veer, do you got it? You got it? Veer,
Yes, sir, I got it.
clearly? Or having some confusion?
Sir, I got it.
Okay, let's move to the next question, then we shall be going to. Okay, now we are talking about the average speed of a average speed. What do you mean by the average speed? Average speed, what do you mean? Average speed. We're not talking about the average velocity. These two have two different meanings. Okay, so if I'm talking about the average velocity speed, average speed is equals to total distance covered divided by total time taken. Okay, if I'm saying that average speed is equal to total distance covered divided by total time taken. Okay, so just listen to me, dear student. Here is this total distance covered means the total distance. If a car is traveling 60 kilometer like this, and 60 kilometer like this, and then 40 kilometer like this, and then 30 kilometer like this, then 10 kilometer like this, then 25 kilometer like this, okay, and then 70 kilometer like this. So we have to add all these, okay, the total distance covered. So total distance means total, the car covered the total distance, and the total time taken by the car is called, if we divide it, we will get the average speed. For example, if a man, there are the two types of speed. One is the average speed and another one is the instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. They are the two types of speed we studied. One is the average speed, another one is instantaneous speed. The reading shown by your speedometer when you are driving the car, the speed is, you see that the meter is showing 100 kilometer per hour. So that is the instantaneous speed. Means at that instant, your car is traveling with a speed of 100 meter per second. Sorry, 100 kilometer per hour. So that is called the instantaneous speed. For example, a man started with his car from position A to position B. Okay, and he covered this distance. The distance between this one is 150 kilometer. Let's suppose the distance between A and B is 150 kilometer. Okay, and he start driving his car in the morning at 9 a.m. In the morning at 9 a.m. Okay, and after traveling 100 kilometer, he got an accident. Okay, and he reaches this distance. After 2 hours, means 11 a.m. Okay, he reaches this 100 kilometer distance at 11 a.m. Okay, means he started his journey at 9 a.m. and he got an accident here at 11 a.m. and he died there. But when you go to the police officer and you investigate, he said that due to over speeding, the person is driving a car with a speed of 150 kilometer per hour. He got injured. Because the speed of the car was 150 kilometer per hour. Okay, so the speed at which he got an accident was 150 kilometer per hour. But if you calculate his average speed, if the relatives show and don't know anything about the instantaneous speed, then he will say no, the person started driving the car with a speed of at the time 9 a.m. The person, the member, who died, okay, he started driving the car at 9 a.m. and stuck at 11 a.m. It means he has been riding for two hours. Okay, at 9 a.m. and he got stuck at 11 a.m. means he has been continuously driving for 2 hours. Okay, but if you calculate the distance, this is 100 kilometer. So its average speed will be the distance covered, that is 100 kilometer, total distance covered 100 kilometer, and total time taken is 2 hours. So if you cut, you will get 50 kilometer per hour. So if his average speed is 150 kilometer per hour, so this is not an overriding speed. We cannot say that this is an over speed, but the police is saying that no, his speed was 150 kilometer per hour. So actually the instant at which the person got struck or got an accident, at that time, during that time, his speed was 150 kilometer per hour. At that instant, the speed was 150 kilometer per hour, but his average speed is 50 kilometer per hour. Got it? So average speed means it might be a problem that he stopped his car here and took some tea or some break or repair his car if it got punctured, or maybe some other, or there may be jam, so he was driving with a slow speed, or here he find the road is clear, so he started driving with a speed of 150 kilometer per hour. So there can be so many incidents. So there the average speed means the total distance a person has covered upon total time taken. You got it?
Yes, sir.
there are two types of speed. One is instantaneous speed, means at the instant if you are driving your car, whatever the speedometer is showing your speed, that is the instantaneous speed. But the average speed is, means if you are traveling, you started riding at 9 a.m. and if you reach your destination at 11 a.m. and you travel only 100 kilometers, so its speed will be average speed will be only 50 kilometers per hour. So in the question, during his first hour of journey, during his first half journey, half means half distance. So let A and B will be the distance, and in the half journey, the body is traveling with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. This is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay. And in the next half journey, the speed is 20 kilometers per hour. Calculate the average speed of the whole journey. Do you have any idea how you can calculate? Do you have any idea, Beta? How can you calculate? So here the total distance is not given to you, but what is given to you? It is being given that the speed in kilometer per hour is given. So it does not mean if you start calculating that no, average speed will be 40 kilometer per hour plus 20 kilometer per hour divided by 2. No, this is not so. If you did it, you will commit a mistake. Okay. So how can you solve such type of problems? Let me explain you. Let me explain you. Wait a minute. Do you have any idea how can we solve such type of problem? Or Hamna, do you have any idea? How can we solve such type of problem? Any idea? No need to regret. We are still learning here. Then if you think that, if you have any idea, then please share it with me. Do you have any idea how can we share? How can we solve this one? Veer, I'm asking. Do you have any idea?
No, sir, I don't know.
You don't know. Hamna don't know, and Veer also don't know. Okay. So if I'm saying that, if let's start. Let we divide the distance, that is the total distance of the total distance, any total distance. In such case, we are assuming that it is 100 kilometers. Assuming, you can assume the distance. Okay, you can assume the distance. You can take assume the distance that this is 100 kilometer total distance between A position to B position. Okay, so assuming that the total distance of journey is 100 kilometer. Okay, if we assume that it is 100 kilometer, so he traveled a distance of 50 kilometer. Half distance will be 50 kilometer, and next half distance will be 50 kilometer, and half distance he traveled with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, he traveled a distance with half distance with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. The speed is 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, and here next half he traveled with a speed of, that is 20 kilometer per hour. 20 kilometer per hour. Here it is 50 kilometer per hour. Sorry, 40 kilometer per hour, and it's 20 kilometer per hour. So what we need actually to find the average speed, we have a formula. Okay, total distance upon total time taken, total time. Okay, just assume that, just concentrate here. No, both of you please concentrate here. Okay, you need to find out the distance, total distance. So distance is equals to what? You know that speed is equals to distance upon time. So you will find here that the distance will be speed into time. Speed into time. This t will goes there. Okay. If we say that speed is equal to distance upon time, so what will be the distance? The distance will be speed into time. Do you have any problem regarding to this statement? You got it? Veer and Hamna, do you have any problem regarding to this statement that distance is equal to time into speed? No. I'm not replying, I think so. So the total distance of the journey is, we have assumed that 50 kilometer plus 50 kilometer is from here to here 50 kilometer and from here to here 50 kilometer. So we have assumed the total distance is 100 kilometer. You can write here 100 or you can write here 50 plus 50. Now you have to find out total time. What will be the total time taken? So time is equals to time is equals to distance upon speed. You know very well, time is equals to distance upon speed. So the time taken by the car to travel, let's suppose I'm pointing this point here, that is C. This is point C. That the midpoint is C. Okay. So if I'm assuming, so what will be the time taken by the car to cover 50 kilometer with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour speed? The speed of 40 kilometer per hour speed. If a car has to travel 50 kilometer distance, okay, 50 kilometer distance with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour, what time will it take? What time will it take? So the time t1 will take is equals to d1 any distance 1 upon speed 1. So t1 any time t1 will be equivalent to any time first time for the first half journey. We are assuming that for the first half journey we are assuming time is t1. The time t1 will be equivalent to distance is 50 upon speed is 40. You cut it, you will get here 50 upon 5 by 4 hours. 5 by 4 hours. Okay, so we will write here 5 by 4 hours. This is the time t1. Okay, for the half journey, the time is 5 by 4 hours. And next, for the next half journey, if the car is traveling with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour, then for next half journey it will be t2. Yani t2, then next half journey we are assuming the time is t2. So t2 will be distance upon speed. The distance is another 50 kilometer. Next 50 kilometer from here to here, and the time is speed is 20 kilometer per hour. You cut it, you will get here 5 by 2. You will get here 5 by 2. Do you understood till here? Or you still
Yes,
hanging? Are you sure? Hamna, please don't lie. If you don't understand, please tell me. I will explain you again. If you are having a little bit doubt, only a single means if you're having a little bit doubt, I can explain you again. But be sure that you understood.
Yes, sir, I understood.
Veer, do you understood? Veer,
Yes, sir.
are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the time t1 and this is the time t2. According to our statement, average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. So total distance is 50, half, and 50, another half. That is 100. So we add here 100. Now we have to add this total time. For the half journey, this is 5 by 4, and for the next half journey, it is 5 by 2 hours. So we can add these two. So here we can take the LCM 5 by 4 plus 5 by 2. When you add these two, you have to take the LCM, and this will be, you will take this 2 into 2. Okay, so the LCM of 2 is 4, so you will take here 4, 5 plus 10. Okay, so that is 15 by 4. Okay, when you add these two by taking the LCM, let me explain you again if you don't understood. This is the first time, 5 by 4, another time, that is 5 by 2. When you add these two, you have to take the LCM. You have to make the denominator same, 4 by 5 plus 5 upon 2. So if you need to make this 2, 4, then you have to multiply it by 2. And it is the rule of mathematics, if you are multiplying a number to a denominator, you have to multiply its numerator also. So that will become 5 by 4 plus 10 by 4. So you will get here, now the denominator are same. Now you can write here 4 and that will be 5 plus 10, that you will get 15 by 4. So the time is 15 by 4 hours. Okay, the total time is 15 by 4 hours. Now you think that this is our numerator, this is our numerator, and this is our denominator. Okay, so actually what is happening here is that this 100 is being divided by 5 by 4, 15 by 4. Do you think, is I'm correct here? This 100 is being divided by 5 by 4, sorry, 15 by 4. Is I'm correct or not? Is I'm correct? Is I'm correct? You find here 100, this 100 is being divided with this time. This is the distance and this is the time. So when we convert this 100 into division sign, this division sign into multiplication sign, then this will reciprocal, means this will goes upward and this will come downward. So you will write here 4 by 15, and then you will get here, what you will get here, you will convert it, you can write here, or you can write here 400 by 15. 400 by 15, when you cut it by 5, you will get 5 3s are 15 and 5 8s are 40, and then 0. Okay, that will be 80 by 3. So the speed is 80 by 3 kilometer. The average speed is 80 by 3 kilometer per hour. Or you can divide it 80 by 3. When you divide 80 by 3, you will get 80 by 3. When you divide it, you will get here 2s are 6, then 2, then 0, then 6 are 18, then 2, then point, then 0, then 6 are 18, then again 6. That will be 26.6. Got it? Got it? The average speed is 26.6 kilometer per hour. I think you don't understand. That's why you are not replying.
Excuse me, sir, I can't see the screen.
You can't see the screen? Wait a minute. Is it visible to you now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Veer, do you understood what is the average speed?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay.
So I understand.
Copy this one. Copy this numerical, then we shall be going to copy this numerical, then we shall be going to laws of motion. Okay. In such type of questions, first you need to practice. We will practice a lot of numericals. Approximate 60 to 70 numerical we are going to practice only in this chapter. So no need to worry. At the time will come when this will be on your fingertips and you will be able to solve such numericals easily. It needs practice. And practice is very important for any work you are performing. Practice is very important. You can, if you don't know how practice is important, then you can write with your right hand and then write the same statement with your left hand. Since you are habitual of writing with right hand, if you are habitual of writing with right hand, okay, then since you have a lot of practice with right hand, writing with right hand, okay, then dear students, if you start writing with left hand, the same statement, since you don't have practice with writing with left hand, you will not be able to write it properly. So the practice is very important. You have the same brain that is coordinating the left hand and the right hand. Same brain, same man, same blood flow, same everything. But due to practice, due to lack of practice, you are not able to perform. Okay. Got it? So we will practice a lot of numericals. Don't worry about it. Have you copied? Okay, if you're done, please let me know.
Finished, sir.
Okay, we will practice. We can solve this numerical problems also by assuming the distance as x, and that we will do some other day. Okay, till let's start because he was having some problems regarding to the laws of motion. So let's study that one also. Okay, laws of motion. Laws of motion. Veer, are you there in the class?
Yes, sir. Can we do it tomorrow, sir? We'll continue with this subject. Laws of motion, can we do tomorrow, sir?
Okay, okay. No problem,
Sorry,
no
sir.
problem.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let me explain this
Sir,
question.
can you tell me on which days of the week we have classes, sir? Every day or alternate days?
Actually, we will confirm you tomorrow in the next class. Tomorrow we will going to
Okay,
have the
sir.
class, and tomorrow onwards we will be going to.
Sir, do you even teach maths, sir? Because I asked sir to give us maths and physics tuition.
Okay, yeah, we will both. Okay,
Okay, sir.
don't worry. Don't worry about it. Okay. So just listen to me. If I'm saying here, this is very simple. How can we solve this question again by assuming the distance is x? Just concentrate, beta. Never think that you are going to give up. No. When you think that you are giving up, it means that you don't have any problem. Actually, you are lacking with practice. You don't have practice, so that's why you are lagging. It is just because of lack of practice, the student or anywhere in the field, if you are okay, if you are giving up, no, I cannot do this, it means that you don't have the proper guidance first of all, or you might don't have the practice like the other students have. That's why you may give up. So beta, it means this correction can be done by, if you assume that no, I think I have not practiced this one correctly, that's why I'm facing some problems. So let again, I will ask to the sir, I will ask this question again to the sir. Okay, will he tell me some easy way to solve this question, or we will do something, or means if you are having some problem, just solve that problem, never give up. So if just imagine, if I'm saying that again, if I'm going to solve this question, just imagine, let this is the distance. If half of the distance of the car is being traveled with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour, and the next half is being traveled with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, and it is being asked calculate the average speed. No distance is given to you. So let's assume that the distance, since it is being asked that the word half is being used. The word half is being used. So we will assume that the total distance is x, sorry, 2x. So that the half of 2x is easy. If you assume that the whole distance is x, then the half of the distance will be x by 2, that is in fraction, or it may create some problems while solving. So assume that the total distance is 2x. So half of the distance will be x, another half will be x. Again, now you have to find out the average speed. So average speed is equals to total distance upon total time taken, Okay, now just assume that total distance, we are assuming that total distance is x plus x, that is 2x, and we have already written here that the total distance is x. We have assumed this one. So okay, we write here 2x. Okay, now the total time taken is, means t1, just we are assuming that t1 is the time to complete this distance, and t2 is the time to complete this distance. T2 is the time. The total time will be t1 plus t2. Now what you have to do, you have to simply find out the value of t1 and t2. T1 and t2. How can you find out the t1, t2? You have the simple formula: speed is equals to distance upon time. This is a simple formula that you are being studied, have been studying since 5th standard. Okay, so speed is equal to distance upon time. Now what is the distance? Now you have to find out, actually you have to find out the time. So take this time to this side and bring this speed to this side. Okay, now the time will be equivalent to distance upon speed. Now if you have to find out the t1 time, so you have to write here the d1 distance and the speed of d1 distance, yani speed 1. Okay, so d1 distance is this one, that is x. Okay, and speed s1, any first speed is 20. So the t1 time will be equivalent to d1, that is x, upon t1, sorry, speed, that is s1 speed is 20. Okay, this is our t1 time. Okay, and the t2 time will be this one, the d2 upon s2. What is d2? Any distance, second distance. The second distance is also x, and speed, second speed is 40 kilometer per hour. So you have to write here 40. Okay, so this is the value of t2. Now put this value here: x upon 20 plus x upon 40. Now you can take the LCM. Now again the denominator are different, so you have to take the LCM. So the LCM of 20 and 40 is 40. So you have to write here x by 20 plus x by 40. You will get here, you have to multiply it by 2, and you have to again multiply it by 2. So you will get here 2x upon 40 plus x by 40. Then you will get here 40 by 3x. Okay, 40 by 3x. So the total time, means this one plus this one, is the value is 3x plus 40. Now what you have to do, dear student, this is, you get here 2x upon x by, you have to write here, I'm taking where should I do, I have to solve here, I'm solving here. Okay, so what you have to do now, the average speed will be equal to 2x upon, and what you have to do, what you have to write here, that sum of these two, and sum of these two is, we have calculated here, that is 3x by 40. So you have to write here 3x by 40. Okay, 3x by 40, you have to write here 3x by 40. Now what you have to do, actually this 2x is being divided by 3x by 40. You know that this is in numerator, and this whole is in denominator. So this means that the 2x is being divided by 3x by 40. So what you have to do, actually I'm solving this portion, okay, here. Let's do somewhere else. Okay, so here it is 3x by 40. Now you can write here 2x is being divided by 3x by 40. Okay. Now, if we have the division sign in the fraction, then it will be converted into multiplication. If we reciprocal this one, means this goes to upside and this goes to downside. So we can bring it into multiplication sign. So you can write here 40 upon 3x. Okay. Now this x, now let me do this one here properly. Okay. Now you can write here 2x is being divided by 40 by 3x. Okay. Now this x and x will cancel out. Okay. Now this 2 will get multiplied here. You will get here 80 by 3. And this we got it in the previous sessions also. By assuming that the distance is 100 kilometer. Okay. If we were assuming that the distance is 100 kilometer. So we find the same results. That is 80 by 3. And similarly here also, if we are assuming that the distance is 2x, then we find the same result, that is 80 by 3 kilometer per hour. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
So Hamna, please copy this one also, and then we shall be doing the next. So first copy this portion. Hamna and you both be assuming that the distance is 2x kilometer. We are assuming the total distance.
So I missed in between. You told us to copy this and leave.
You missed it? What?
So I missed it before, sir. 10-15 seconds. You told us to copy and leave, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So
When you
you should
copied-
copy this.
You have to copy this one. Assuming that now we are assuming that the total distance is 2x kilometer.
So we should copy this and leave.
Yeah. You should copy.
Okay,
And
sir.
then after that, the class will be over. Okay. First copy till here. Okay, then copy this one and then copy this one. This is the first, this is second, and this is third one. Okay. Third one will comes down, so you will find here that this one is still here. Hamna, have you copied?
Yes, sir.
You have copied? Okay. So beta, this is over till today. Okay. We'll do the next class tomorrow. Okay.